High, y'all. Now, I did not think I was going to teach you anything today. It's loud. I did not think I was going to be. But today, I recognized something um, about our people, and then I began to pray on it. And then, so I prayed on it, and this is the lesson that the Most High gave me, that we need to understand and understand. I am, it makes sense now why everybody is looking for a human Messiah, um, being cursed with this is and saves us from everything. We are people that die. Um, the Most High created us supposed to serve Yah only, and we're not doing it because of a curse. A curse. And I will show you that the worship of man, the worship depending on man, looking to man to be your savior, curses you. It curses you. I will show you these scriptures. I'll show you the scriptures that y'all show me. And this is why a lot of our people, because we're going to man and not going straight to Yah, this is why we're having the troubles that we're having, the problems that we have, and this is why we can't mentally break from this need for a man. Let's give you an example. A woman will dump her entire family, her children, if a man says she loves he loves her. She would dump the children that came from her womb, her whole family, everybody, and leave those precious, beautiful beings because of what a man said. That's worship. That is worship. That is idol worship. You are worshiping human. That's idol worship right there. When you will dump everybody in your family, even your children that the Most High put in your womb. When men honor other men, you want a man over you to rule you. You want a man to go to the Most High Yah for you. You don't want a personal relationship with the Creator Yah because you want a man to do it for you. That's idol worship. And we are guilty of this. All of us, we're guilty of doing this. And I saw this today. How this started was, I put a video up on Facebook, and a Hebrew Israelite man began to insult me, saying he would not listen to my teaching because I'm hugged up with a man who is light skinned. He's light skinned. He's black, but he's light skinned. So because he's light skinned, then you cannot listen to what thus says the Most High Yah. Not me, because it's not me. That's I'm telling you about. I didn't write no book. I didn't write this. I thus says the Most High Yah. But because of the man that the Creator Yah provided for me, because of the man that the Creator, because he's not a dark skinned man. He's black man, just not a dark skinned man. This person felt like, then I can't listen to thus says the Most High Yah. I can't listen to that. So he basing his worship of the Creator Yah on what the man that I am engaged to look like. So he doesn't even work. His worship is based on a man. So you have to be from the tribe of Judah. You have to be from this tribe. Or you can't be a light-skinned guy from the tribe of Judah. You got to be a dark-skinned guy from the tribe of Judah. But because the man that I'm with, he is from the tribe of Judah and from the tribe of Ephraim. He's from the tribe of Judah and from the tribe of Ephraim. He's just a light-skinned guy from the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Ephraim. And you know why he doesn't serve Yah the way he's supposed to? You know why he doesn't want to serve Yah? Even though he know that Yah's one. He don't want to do it because of the Hebrew Israelites. Because they attack him. They attack him. They attack him all the time because he ain't dark enough. But where he come from, he ain't accepted. But he ain't accepted about the Hebrew Israelites because he ain't dark enough. But yet the Hebrew Israelites will accept the people from the Mexican, the whites, the all this. But you can't accept a black, light-skinned man. Y'all can't accept a black, light-skinned man. You can't. I can't listen to you because you got a black, light-skinned man. Well, so-called black. You can't. I don't understand this. So this began a conversation. Then I started asking other questions and looking at other things and what other people were saying. And then this brought up this man thing. How people worship men. Women worship men and men worship men. You got to be a certain man, a certain way. How country worship men. How our world worship men. See, I don't worship no man. I don't worship no man at all. I don't worship David. I don't worship a tribe leader. Even though I know that I came from the tribe of Ephraim and I came from the tribe of Levi, I don't worship Levi because he's my ancestor. I don't worship Ephraim because he's my ancestor. The only one that I worship is the Creator, Yah. Until we get that in our head, you're going to keep suffering. When you worshiping men, you are violating the first commandment. Even if you say, I'm not worshiping another God, well, I don't worship this God, I don't worship this God, you have made a man your God. My fiance is not my God. He ain't my God. He ain't my everything. Do I love him? Yes. But is he my everything? No. I love my kids. I love my kids with all my heart and all my soul. But I do not worship my children. I love my grandkids with all my heart and all my soul. But I don't worship them. They're human. They were created just like I was. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was created just like we were. We were all created by God. And I'm going to tell you, when you depend on man and not Yah, you will curse. And I will show you this. And you need to stop this. We need to stop this. This is what is wrong with our society right now. This is what is wrong because this is, you run to the white, you worship him. You run to the Indians, you worship them. You run to these people, you worship them and not worshiping Yah. We were put here to worship Yah and follow Yah's laws. Ain't no man created a law. No, not one. We don't worship the laws of the land. We don't worship governments. We don't worship other nations. We worship Yah and Yah alone. I worship Yah and Yah alone. If my man leave me today, I won't cry because he's a man. Because if Yah want him with me, he'll be here. If Yah want him gone, then he gone. Because I live for Yah's will, not man. Not you, ICU, or whatever y'all want to call yourself, ABC and 1, 2, 3. curses that you're going through. I don't depend on no man. I depend on Abba Yah and Abba Yah only. And you need to be doing the same thing too. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you are going to be the only one standing there on his right hand, on his left hand on Judgment Day. It will not be there, nobody there for you. It'll be only you and for your recompense for your actions. When it comes down to it, I will have to answer for my things. I can't answer for what my husband does. He has to answer for his own actions. My kids, I cannot answer for them. I cannot answer for them. I cannot make decisions for them. They have to do it on their own. Because at the end of the day, at the last moment, when I say at the end of the day, on that great and terrible day of the Most High Yah, you and you alone will stand there. You will not have a representative. You will not have a lawyer. And you ain't going to have no Jesus standing there for you. You up here depending on a man. Stop it. I know that crap has been beat into our head, into our society by the Edomites. But y'all needs to ask the Most High Yah to clear out of you the ways of this world and fill you with Yah's way, because you cannot go wrong when you are following Yah only. You cannot. And you out here attacking each other, insulting each other because of what another man said. And you're not depending on Abba Yah. Depending on man, that's a curse. That is a curse on your life. That's a curse on your children's life. That's a curse on everything. And because of that, that's why we got to ask for forgiveness for the sins of our ancestors. Do you understand there is a curse on you? That's why you are looking for a man to save you? How do I know? Scriptures tell me this. Look at us marching down the street every day, asking man to give you rights, asking man to pop. Instead of going to Abba Yah. And then you crying and you wondering and you looking for justice, you will not get it. How do I know? Because it says it in 1 Samuel. Because it says it in Exodus. Because it says it in Psalms. Because it says it in Deuteronomy. But you're not reading your book, and then you out here trying to force people to worship you and not worship some man. Yes, all praises to the Most High Yah. Allah. Hello. Lisa Yasharel. Yah alone. Not no man. Not no woman. Not no entity. Not no demigod. Until we stop it. The curses will stay on us. Do you want to know what the curses are? I know you have not been reading your tonight. You can't have. You couldn't have. Because if you've been reading this tonight, you will know that the worship of a man brings curses. It is written right here in 1 Samuel and what they are. And then you wonder why we're going through the stuff we're going through as a society. Talking about you need a president. Talking about you need a king. Talking about you need a leader. Then you wonder why your life hard, why your children suffer, why your money gone, why you're working all day, every day. Hard for somebody to take from you. Hello? Hey, I'm teaching the class. As soon as I done, I'll be there. Yeah, I have it right here. I got it. Okay, as soon as I'm done with my class, I'll be done. It's not going to be a long class. Okay. Bye. Yeah, probably about 30 minutes. Yeah. Right. So I'm tired of y'all on here picking on each other. Instead of going to Abba Yah and asking Abba Yah what you should and should not be doing. See, this is how I live my life every day. I go and ask him because I found out the way I was living before did not work. Because I couldn't understand why I had so much pressure on me. I couldn't understand why nothing was working no matter how hard I tried to do the right thing. It's because I was following the laws of the land and I was trying to worship a man. Where did Jesus get any of you? Where did a leader get any of you? Look at all your leaders. Look at what they're doing. Look at the wicked things they're doing. And then it's guaranteed that they're going to do something wrong because the Creator Yah said they would. He said if you depend on man, you will be cursed. That ain't what I said. That's what Abba Yah said. And then you on here. Well, you got this man. This person ain't talking to me. Well, you a woman. You can't tell me nothing because this dude named Paul told me this. But what did Abba Yah say? This is a thus says the Most High Yah ministry. I don't teach nothing but that. Because without Abba Yah, I ain't nothing. I don't walk, I don't talk, I don't breathe. And neither do you. Let's start off. If you got your pencils and your papers, remember I tell you everything that I tell you, I give you scriptures. I want you to go and write these things down and go study on them and read them for yourself and then talk to Abba Yah. Jeremiah 33:3 says what? I'm going to say this every time. Jeremiah 33:3 says what? My name is Yah. Call on me. I will show you things that you do not know. So if you want to know what's going on, if you want to know the truth, if you want to know it, ask Abba Yah. Stop praying to man. Stop going to these camps. Stop going to these churches. Stop going to these people. Yah said, if you call me, I'll answer you. How can you mistake that with anything else? And the worship of man is idolatry. Just like worshiping other gods, worshiping man is the same thing. I want to look up the definition of son of man in Paleo Hebrew. And this dude is telling you in this other book, he a human being. He told you a human being. And the Most High says, if you depend on man, I will curse you. And this dude told you in this book, he a human. That's why I was like, I can't do this no more. Because he says, if I depend on a man, I'm cursed. And then you praying in a man's name. And y'all looking for some man to save you. Women, you better call on Yah. I don't call on my man. Don't man do nothing. I call on Yah. That man was created. He was created. And just like any man, he can fail me. But Yah will never fail me. Paleo Hebrew meaning of son of man. Go look it up for yourself. That dude in that book, he's a dude in that book, tells you he's a son of man. And you worshiping him. You praying to him. You're violating commandment 1, 2, 3, and 4 when you do it. Then you're violating Deuteronomy. Because that's necromancy. Necromancy because he died. And you over here worshiping a dead man, praying to a dead man. us we wicked, calling us witches and harlots. What you think he calling you? The creator, y'all calling you and worshiping and praying to a dead man. He died. He tells you he died. Son of man. The meaning in Paleo Hebrew means a human being, a mortal, a member of humanity. So when this man tells you, I am a son of man, he just told you he's a human being, he's a mortal, and he's a member of humanity. And you over there worshiping. I ain't got time to be worshiping no man. I only got time to be finding out what thus says the Most High, y'all. And when he tells me to open up my trap and tell y'all what thus says the Most High, y'all, that's what I do. If you don't like what I got to say, go on worship a man. Go on over there and worship a man and see what's going to happen to you. You're going to be cursed, and I will prove it to you. Let's go to Exodus 20. Over here with this mess. You got this, man. What? Who cares? I'm preaching and teaching and opening up this mouth, this horn, this trumpet. And I'm telling you what thus says the Most High, y'all. You need to be worried about what thus says the Most High, y'all. What I got a man or not. And what group I'm in. What tribe? You need to be worried about the tribe of, do you serve Yah? What about that tribe? Do you serve Yah? Do you know what Yah's laws is? What about that tribe? Since y'all over here worried about what tribe everybody in. Are you following his commandments? What about his precepts? What about his judgments? Huh? What about them? Go learn them before you come up on walking up on us telling you need to be serving Yah. Go learn them. Then come holler at me. You tell me who I should and should have. Go find out. Thus says the Most High Yah. Then you come talk to me. Over here with that mess. That ain't all of this. Why? Because y'all so stiff-necked and hard-headed. Y'all just done made me mad today with this mess. I'm over here trying to tell y'all about what y'all said so we could get together as a solemn assembly because we did this as a solemn assembly in the beginning, we got to end it as a solemn assembly. That ain't what I said, that's what these scriptures said. So we got to come together as a people. But y'all too busy over here arguing about somebody's skin color and arguing about whether we should be worshiping this man and that man. And nobody's talking about worshiping the Creator Yah. I did not know I was going to do this today, but y'all showed me today what y'all problem is. Y'all over here idol worshiping people. Let's go to Psalms 29. Y'all idol worshiping people. Psalm 29 reads, render unto the Most High Yah, you sons of the powerful. Render unto the Most High Yah honor and might. You render unto him honor and might. Render unto the Most High Yah honor, do his name. Honor the Most High Yah's name. Bow to the Most High Yah in the beauty of the Most High Yah's holiness, not a man, Yah. The voice of the Most High Yah is upon the waters. The Most High Yah is the God of glory, of thunder. The Most High Yah is upon the vast waters. The voice of the Most High Yah comes in power. The voice of the Most High Yah comes in majesty. The voice of the Most High breaks the cedars. The voice of the Most High shatters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes them prance about like a calf. Lebanon and Syrian like a remnant. The voice of the Most High cleaves with the shafts of fire. And the voice of the Most High, it convulses the wilderness. The Most High convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of the Most High frightens the hinds and strips the forest bare. Wow, in his temple, and all will proclaim the glory of the Most High. And the Most High sat enthroned at the flood. The Most High sat enthroned as king forever. There ain't nobody else but Yah. The Most High will give might to his nation, and the Most High will bless his nations with peace. Yah, not no man, can give you peace. Not no man can take care of you. Not no man can do all of these things. Yet y'all are dependent on them. And I'm tired of watching y'all do this. Let's go to Psalms 95. Ain't no man can speak and make a forest move. Ain't no man can move nations. Only y'all can. And y'all over here worshiping a created thing. We don't worship the created. We worship the creator. Psalms 95. Y'all get on my nerves with this mess and trying to be nice to y'all. And try to be, you need to be more nice to the people. If you give them, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Apparently, honey don't help y'all. We're over here being nice. Tell them, please read the scriptures. Find out what thus says the Most High Yah. Read about Abba Yah. Find out what the Tanakh says. Go and read the Paleo Hebrew. Go find out the original language. Y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't listening because you still with this mess. Y'all still with this idolatry. So I gotta talk to you the way I gotta talk to a 2-year-old. I gotta talk to a 5-year-old. I gotta talk to a hard-headed teenager. And think you know everything. As my grandma used to say, smelling yourself. You don't know nothing about what y'all said because you know something about what y'all said. You would know nobody worships no man. And no man can die for your sin. But you don't know that. Or you wouldn't be pushing that crap. Then you wonder why we get out here and get mad at y'all and angry at y'all. Because when we tell you to go read the scriptures, we tell you over and over again, it says in Deuteronomy. We tell you over and over again, it says in Isaiah 44, Isaiah 45. All these telling you, he's the only God. It ain't nobody else. And you still on here pushing that crap. Then you want us to be nice to you. Well, I want me a Psalms 83, 93, 43, 15, 25 woman, but you is an idolater. And you think I won't follow you? I ain't following nothing you say. You are an idolater. But you need to listen to this man. This man is an idolater. Then you want me to follow you? I ain't follow you to hell. You want somebody to be nice to you. It ain't nowhere in this book that I got to be nice to you when you try to force me to do idolatry, to commit idolatry. In fact, he says in here, I'll read it to you. Because if I do what he tells me to do, exactly how he tells me to do it, we will have a whole lot less people on earth right now. Hello. Yes. Hello. Okay, I'll be down there as soon as I'm done. Okay. All right. Bye. Let's read Psalms 95. Come, let us sing to the Most High Yah. Let us call out to the rock of our salvation. He's our only salvation. Our only salvation. It says here, let us greet him with thanksgiving. Are you thanking God every day, all day? Are you giving him thanks as you wake up? Are you thanking him throughout the day? Do you thank him right before you go to bed? When you wake up, are you screaming, hallelujah, thank you to the Abba God? Or are you praying to a man? What is it? Oh, I can't do this without my Kohen. So you saying Yah ain't strong as some dude that reading out of the scriptures. Why do we have to be lookouts for y'all? Why? We shouldn't have to if you read this. But y'all knew this was going to have to happen. You know why? Or he wouldn't have put it in Jeremiah 31 that we were going to have to do this. Why? Idolatry. Y'all are idolaters. And do you want the women to follow you? You try to take our sisters to hell. Women, y'all better stop following them dudes. If they teaching you to worship a man, they teaching you, you better listen to this Kohen. You better do it. You better. What does Abba Yah say, women? What does Abba Yah say? What does thus say the Most High Yah? Don't you go to hell for the men. Don't you let the men drag you to hell. They wicked if they serving the man. They wicked if they serving the man. That ain't what I'm saying. That's what this book says. It ain't no more authority. There's no higher authority than the Abba Yah. There's no higher authority than Abba Yah. And how dare you put the word of a man over what Yah said? Says here, for a great God is the Most High Yah. A great king above all heavenly powers. He said all. He didn't say all plus a dude. He said all. He's the greatest king of kings. He's the king of kings. He's the only king. He was not appointed. He shall not be dethroned. How many times I got to say that? I read it in here. That's why I say it. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I read. If I fall dead right now, or you still want to be looking for thus says the Most High Yah, or you want to get out here to try to have a problem with me, to argue with me, to talk about me, or to see I'm good, she's my leader. No, I ain't your leader. Yah is your leader. Yah is your leader. And this is what's wrong with us. We're always looking for somebody to save us. Human. He's so good. He's gonna save us. He's gonna do it all. The orange megala man. He's gonna fix all our problems. What about the Creator? What is the Creator gonna do? I know one thing he's gonna do. When you worship man, you're gonna get cursed. It says here, a great king above all heavenly powers. For in his power are the hidden mysteries of earth, and the mountain summits are his. So if everything, all power is all in him, and everything hidden is in the creator, Abba Yah. If it's all in him, then why are you calling on some man? I said again, know thyself and know thy creator. You don't know him. You can't know him. You cannot know him if you're on here forcing and pushing down, talking about, I will not listen unless this is, you got a dark skinned man. I will not listen unless this person tall. I will not listen unless they over from Israel. I will not listen unless this. You won't listen to Abba Yah. You won't listen to the dust says the Most High Yah. You don't know who Yah said. You don't get to tell Yah who he says to tell you. Who do you think you are? You more powerful than Abba Yah? You more powerful than Abba Yah? Or you more powerful than Abba Yah? Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody. There ain't a human that ever walked earth. And y'all ain't never came in nobody. You want to get on here and debate and argue with people. And you argue with people. And you still ain't debating, thus says the Most High Yah. Y'all debating Matthew, Mark, Paul, James, John, all these people. What does a man can tell you better than what Abba Yah can? It says here that the Abba Yah has all the hidden mysteries. So if he got all the hidden mysteries, what you need a man for? Baby, we don't need no man. We need Yah. And what you trying to teach that empowering thing? No, I'm trying to teach you that the only way you gonna make it if you do what Abba Yah say, not what I say, not what no man say, not what no government say, not what no group say. You do what Yah say. That's the only way. Read, it says right here. It says, in his power are the hidden mysteries of the earth, and the mountain summits are his. Come on, y'all. For he is the sea, and he perfected it, and the dry land, and his hands fashioned it. He fashioned it all. So don't you think you ought to ask Abba Yah to stop going around looking for some man to solve all your problems? You know why you got the problems you got? Because you cursed yourself, because you worshiping a man. Come, let us prostrate ourselves and bow. Let us kneel before the Most High Yah. He says, come, let us prostrate ourselves. I mean, let's go do everything we can. You need me to look up the word prostrate for you to make. Let's do it. No, this is what it means. This is what it means. Y'all, sick of y'all. And I know if I'm sick of y'all, I know Abba Yah sick of y'all. He has to be. He has to sit here and look at this mess. I ain't got to look at y'all. I can turn the computer off. It says in Paleo Hebrew, the act of prostration, which involves falling down on your face, submission, and worship, is primarily y'all, my phone don't ring like this until I start teaching. It says it derives from the stem of sha'ach. According to the Orthodox Christian Information Circle, the term specifically means prostrate oneself or to worship. It is used when referring to the act of bowing down before the Most High Yah. And then it says here, or other deities, or submitting yourself to a superior person. So that lets you know when you go to a person and you bow down to that person, you're worshiping them. worship. You don't bow down and worship no man. It says here, he says, come let us prostrate ourselves and bow and let us kneel before the Most High Yah, our Maker. For he is our God, and we can be the flock he pastures and the sheep he in his charge. Even today, if we but heed the call of Abba Yah, even if all we got to do is heed the call of Abba Yah. It says then, do not harden your heart as at the Meribah, as on the day of Massah, as in the wilderness, when your ancestors tried me. He thought the Lord said, your ancestors tried me, and they found out. They found out what they found out when they decided they was going to go out there and worship a calf. What happened to them? They had to walk in the wilderness for 40 days. 40 years and 40 years, y'all. 40 years. Most High don't play. And you prostrate yourself to a human being, you worshiping a human being, you think he said, no, Most High said, your ancestors tried me. You gonna try him? You wanna try y'all? He ain't the one. Y'all ain't the one. Hello? Y'all is not the one. He's right here. Y'all think to read these scriptures? I keep telling y'all is about that life. Y'all is not gonna play with you. He says your ancestors tried me. It's right here. I just read it to you. It literally says your ancestors tried me. They tried them and they found out. I don't want to be on y'all's bad side. You shouldn't either. And if you're over here pushing this mess, he's going to get you and I'm going to prove it. When I keep you read these scriptures, I'm going to prove it. The Most High is not going to play with you. You pushing these people and telling them to worship men, to prostrate themselves down to men, to bow down to men. Most High got something for you. Anybody that does it, So you men on here forcing these women to worship a God, worship a other God, worship a man. He gonna get you. He gonna get you. And it's not a threat. It's a promise. Y'all said he would do it. I ain't talking about what I'm saying. I'm telling you what this book say. And y'all need to stop this and stop this now. No more excuses. We're in the last days. We're in the last times. And the Most High ain't finna play with us no more. He don't want to hear it no more. Well, no, he don't want to hear it. It says here, I'm going to say it one more again. This is Psalms chapter 95. If you go down to verse 8, it says, do not harden your hearts as at Meribah, as on the day of Massah, in the wilderness, where your ancestors tried me. What happened to them? Did they make it to the promised land? Did they make it to the promised land for trying y'all? And he said, do not worship anything under the sun. Don't you worship. Nice. I tried nice. Please, if you hear my 33, every single time. And what do I get? What do I get back? Well, John said this, Paul said this, Matthew said this, Blanca said that. What? And you ain't not one time coming to me telling me what y'all said. This is why the Most High had to do a new thing. This is why it makes sense now why he has to do a new thing. That's why women are having to teach right now. This is why we gotta teach. We shouldn't have to. We gotta teach because y'all out there forcing us, the women hand, telling them they're a bad woman if they don't worship a man. You're a bad woman if you don't worship a man. That's what you teaching. That ain't nothing but some Edomite mess. Y'all got that crap from the Edomites. Because only an Edomite would tell you a man not to marry a woman. Tell a man to don't let a woman do. Don't let a woman breathe. Don't let a woman eat. Don't let a woman talk. But it says in this book that I read that in 2 Chronicles, the Most High says the women need to seek Yah. The men need to seek Yah. The old need to seek Yah. And the young need to seek Yah. So who are you to tell Yah what he said? Yah said the women and the men. He didn't say the women. The men tell the women. And woman, you're going to be there on your own. You're going to be there on Judgment Day, on your own. And you're going to be like, my husband said, or Yahushua said, or Jesus said, or Paul said. And the Most High Yah said, go say, there ain't none of my names. He's like, I made these people. I created good and I created evil. I created it all. So how dare you put them before me? That's what he gonna say to you. That ain't what I think. That's what this book say. But you ain't reading it. Or you wouldn't be on there doing the stuff you're doing and saying the stuff you're saying. You'll wonder why we're suffering. Yeah, we're suffering as a group because you hard-headed, because you won't ask for forgiveness, because you keep searching unto a man to save you. Man can't do nothing but cause you to be cursed. That's what scripture says. A man can do nothing but cause you to be cursed. Says here, he says, and when your ancestors tried me, he said, oh, they tested me. Oh, they tested me. And what happened? And they tested me. And though they had seen my deeds, they still tested me. He said they seen my deeds. They saw the power that I had. They saw me split the Red Sea. They saw me. They saw what I did to Pharaoh, and they still tried me. He said they tested me. He says, and for 40 years, I was angry with that generation. And then I said, and they're error-hearted people, are they? And they know not my ways. Therefore, I have sworn my anger that they should not enter in where my land of contentment. And the Most High said, I don't change. So if you still acting like a hard-headed, stiff-necked person, what's going to happen to you? You will not enter into the land of contentment. The land of contentment means peace, and peace means Jerusalem. You won't go. You know you're Hebrew, you're a Hebrew Israelite. Well, if you know what it means, you will know that Jerusalem means peace, and peace means contentment. He said if you're hard-headed and you're stiff-necked and you keep trying him, he got something for you. You won't make it. And that's why 2/3 of you ain't gonna make it. Because you're gonna step in front of him. You're gonna step in front of Creator y'all and talking about Jesus got my back. Watch it. Jesus died for my sins. You're gonna stand in front. Watch you stand in front of him and do it. Because if you can come at these women, and this other woman on here, over here calling her a witch, calling me a harlot, over here talking about calling this person that, and these other brothers over here that are telling you y'all attacking them. What you think you're going to do to Abba Yah on that day? You're going to stand before the Creator, the Abba Yah, and tell him to his face that Jesus got you. And you're going to see what side you're going to be on too when you're by your at it. You're going to be on the left-hand side. Because he says only the righteous is on the left-hand side. And you can only be righteous if you're worshiping Yah only, if you're following all of Yah's laws. And if you're worshiping a man, and if you're worshiping a deity, then you are violating the first, the second, and the third, and the fourth commandment. You're violating Exodus 20. That makes you a sinner. That makes you have iniquity. That means you don't make it. And I shouldn't have to keep going, but you know I have to. You know why? Because y'all stiff-necked. Because you're hard-headed. I shouldn't have to get on here and tell you this. You should be able to read this for yourself. I shouldn't have to. But I'm going to do it. Because Ezekiel 33 says, when I see you sinning, when I see you sinning, when I see you sinning, I am required as a watchwoman on the wall to tell you that you're sinning. You're sinning. Get on here. This mess. Disrespecting him. And he says it in Isaiah 52. He says it in Isaiah 52. Y'all blaspheme him every day. You lie on him every day. And I tell you, the Most High's word do not come back void. They come back true. And y'all prove him every day. Y'all prove him right every day. Y'all be here lying on him. He didn't do none of these stuff to y'all sitting over here saying. Let's go to Jeremiah 17. He told you, you would not make it into the land of contentment. You will not make it into Jerusalem. Why? Because you prostrating yourself to man. You bowing down to a man. I just gave you what prostrate means. When you sit there and somebody, you feel like he's over you, in authority to you, a human that's superior to you, and you bowing and kowtowing to him, that is worship. So what's wrong with our society now? You're over here licking the boots of men. Instead of doing what Yah told you to do. Y'all, I bet y'all don't know nothing what y'all said. I bet you don't know nothing what y'all said. I bet you don't know, but I bet you know what cologne this dude down the corner wear. I bet you know when he leave and come. I bet you know everything about Mary Beth and Becky, but you don't know everything about our God, our Creator. Tell me about y'all. I got all kind of information about him. That I study and I spend my days and my nights reading and looking for what God said. Because I done spent 40-something years looking what man said, and it didn't get me nowhere. Got my ass in the hospital, that's what it did. Got me sick with diabetes and high blood pressure. That's what it did to me. Got me with stress. That's what a man gave me. But let me tell you what Yah gave me. He gave me peace. Let me tell you what Yah do for me. He provide for me my every need. I'm going to tell you what the Creator Yah do for me. And I don't worship no man. And it reads, this is Jeremiah 17:5-10. It reads, thus said the Most High, accursed is the man who trusts in people. So you think he's saying that because he ain't gonna curse you, or is he gonna curse you who trusts in people? He said, accursed is the man who trusts in people. This is why I tell you to write the scriptures down and go read what thus says the Most High. Y'all don't believe me, believe y'all. I ain't here to teach me. I'm here to teach y'all. And he had to call the daughters. He had to call the daughters of Zion, because y'all men are falling short. Y'all down there talking about this man and that man, and we need to be, and you got to do this man, and this, and we got to pray in this man's name, and this man said. And I ain't got one thus says the Most High, y'all, yet. I'm going to read it again. This is Jeremiah 17, starting at verse 5. And the first thing he says, thus says the Most High Yah. These are the words of Yah. These are the words of Abba Yah. He said, accursed is the man who depends on people and makes flesh and blood his strength. If you make flesh and blood your strength, you are accursed. What does they tell you to do in that other book? Don't they tell you to drink the blood and eat the body? He said, if you make the blood and the body your strength, you are what? Accursed. You are cursed. And you wonder why your life going the way it is. He says, and those who turn his heart away from the Most High Yah, he will be like a long tree in a desert. I mean, you ain't got no help. You will not have no help. Can you hear? Can you hear what the word is saying? Can you hear what thus says the Most High Yah is saying? Can you look past the fact that I came in a body of a woman, that my skin dark, that I'm tall? Can you look past that and hear what Yah said? What did the Creator Yah say? What did he just say? He said you will be alone if you depend on blood, if you depend on bodies, and if you depend on people. He says, and will not see goodness come to you. You will not see nothing good happen to you, and then you wonder why everything going wrong. Once I stopped depending on a three-legged walking piece of meat, my life got better. Sitting over here trying to tell somebody, when I done read this book, you talking to the wrong one, because I done read the book. I ain't sitting waiting till you read it to me. Because the Most High said, 2 Chronicles 15, I'll reiterate again, that everybody should seek me with all of their heart and all of their soul. And he said, those who do not seek me with all of their heart and all of their soul will be put to death. And he says, it doesn't matter if you are a woman, if you are a man, if you are old, and if you are a child. If you do not seek me with all your heart and all your soul, I'm going to put you to death. And I ain't counting on you to make sure I live. Who you think I am, boo-boo the fool? What has a man ever did for a black woman? Not a damn thing. The only one who ever done something for me is Abba Yah. Ain't a black man ain't never took a black woman nowhere but down Hard Street. And do you want to depend on them? Y'all over here trying to have 3 and 4 wives. All this other bull crap. Well, Abraham had 4 wives. Solomon had 700 wives. You can't even tell the one wife how to get to Yah. You can't even tell one wife how to get to Yah. How you gonna need? You can't even you can't tell a dog what to do. Because if you telling them to worship a man, if you telling them to pray in another man's name, if you telling them to worship anything other than Abba Yah, then you ain't nothing. And I ain't listening to you. And that's what the scriptures say for me to do. You don't believe me? I'm going to read it to you. He said don't listen to them, don't have nothing to do with them. And in fact, unalive them if they tell you to do anything that causes you to not worship me alone. That's the scriptures. And then you think I'm going to violate what I learned to listen to you when you telling me to go worship a man? No, who do you think you are? And I'm saying that for a reason. I know he watching. Who do you think you are? He says, he will be like a long tree in the desert and will not see when goodness comes. It dwells in a parched land and wilderness, in a salty and uninhabited land. I'm going to read this book again, then we're going to move on. It says here, thus says the Most High God. So this is Abba Yah speaking. This is the creator of the heavens and the earth. This is the first, the last, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the top, telling you. This ain't coming out of Jeremiah's mouth. This is coming out of the mouth of Yah. And Yah said, what? He said here, thus says the Most High Yah. Accursed is the man who trusts in people, who makes flesh and blood his strength, who turns his heart away from the Most High Yah, who he will be like a long tree in a desert and will not see when goodness comes. You will dwell in a parched land, in the wilderness, in a salted and uninhabited land. That ain't no curse. Don't that sound? It sounds like a curse to me. If you're depending on people, depending on blood, and if you're depending on flesh, he says cursed. I ain't finna play with him. We just read over in Psalms. How people tried to play with him. And the Most High Yah, what did he do? 40 years. Oh, so y'all want to play with me? 40 years. Why y'all playing? Why y'all messing with Yah? Why y'all doing that to him? Yah is not going to play with you. I ain't here to play with you. I ain't gonna play with you because Yah ain't gonna play with you. I'm not gonna coddle you because Yah ain't gonna coddle you. You're not a baby. You're grown ass men and grown ass women. And I ain't gonna play with y'all no more. Oh, bless your little heart. Maybe one day you'll get it that you're only supposed to worship Yah. I ain't not no more. We ain't got that much time. To be playing around like this no more. Either you're gonna do right or get up out of Yah's face, playing in his face. Because you ain't playing in my face. You playing in Yah's face. Again, Isaiah 34. What? Read from the book of the Creator Yah and read it carefully. Are you reading it carefully? You can't be. Because Jeremiah 7 says this, that the Most High Yah, the Creator, Abba Yah, never taught blood sacrifice. He ain't never taught it. Only thing he taught us to do is obey. He said, when I brought your ancestors up out of Egypt, I never taught them sacrifice. I never taught it to them. The only thing I taught them is to obey my laws. So if you've been reading his word, you would know that he never taught that. So then that means that nobody can die for your sins, that nobody could have died on the cross for your sins, because he never taught sacrifice. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Samuel's up here in this book. 1 Samuel chapter 8. We're going to start at verse 10. Oh, it's right here. Y'all be picking me. I'm sorry, I get pissed off. I don't mean to, but y'all got to understand. You talking to a person who done read this, and I get it now. I get it now. And so when you come with your bull crap, false teaching, false doctrines, I ain't gonna want to hear it. And I'm not gonna let you disrespect other y'all in my face. I'm not gonna let you do it. Now that I know, because I saw what he said in Isaiah 52, and I keep reiterating that y'all keep disrespecting him, y'all keep lying on him, and I'm not gonna stand here and let you lie about him in my face. And it reads, this is 1 Samuel chapter 8, and we're starting at verse 10. Write it down, go read it. And it reads, Samuel told all the words of the Most High Yah to the people who had requested a king of him. He said, listen, if you want a king over you, if you call. So when you want a president, when you vote for a politician, these are the things they're gonna do to you, and you're wondering why you're living hard, why you're suffering. Have you read this? If you'd known this, you wouldn't have voted last year. You wouldn't have voted in November if you had read this. Because when you put your vote in, that means you're worshiping that person. You wouldn't have did it. Because when I read this, you ain't going to get me to go vote for nobody no more. And I repented for any other time I did. If you had read this, this is the protocol of having a president. This is the protocol for having a king. The Most High laid it out to you. But y'all don't want to know. You just want Yahushua to be your king. You don't want Jesus to be your king. You want Billy Bob and the orange Bezalania to be your king. You don't want Abba Yah. You turned your back on him. When he wants a personal relationship with you, you don't want that. No. I want Jesus. I want Jesus. He's the one. Well, this is what Jesus is going to do to you. When you got a king of you that ain't Abba Yah, this is what he's going to do to you. This is the protocol of having a king over you. He will reign over you. He will take away your sons. So they kidnapping your children. You like, why are they doing this? Why are they taking my kids? Why are they shooting my children down in the street? This is the protocol for having one. I ain't even got done yet. Look around, and then you look around, you see why we suffering the way we is. Because you keep signing up for it. You signed up for it, then you don't know why it's happening because you ain't read the scriptures. Well, I know he's gonna happen, and then y'all, I regret my vote. You regret your vote when the scriptures tell you what he gonna do. He gonna take your sons away. He gonna take your children away. He gonna take your daughters and take your sons away from you. He gonna what? He gonna do what? He gonna place them in chariots and in cavalry. That means he gonna take them to war. He gonna take the children and take them away because you wanted a king. So since you wanted a king, they take your children away to wars that they ain't got nothing to do with. This is scripture. Did you read it? It's First Samuel. It's right here. It's right here. He said, since y'all want somebody, a human being ruling over you, since y'all want a human, this is what you get. Instead of me, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last, the Aleph and the Tav. No, you want a man? So I'm going to give you a man. Oh, you want it? Here it is. But this what he going to do to you. He going to do what? Take your children and send them to war. Don't that happen every day, all day? Look around. When I read this, I said, okay, this makes sense now. The only way you can get a good job is you go fight this war for me. And then you sign your children up to go do it. Then it says here, he says, he will appoint himself captains. He will appoint himself captains of thousands and captains of 50 to plow his furrows and to reap his harvest. Oh, now, instead of you having your farm at your house where you reap your crops, now when you go to work, you work for him. Oh, what we call that today? What do we call that today? A job. Don't you go and then they take 50% off the top of your check? Ain't that what they do to you? This is scriptural. This is in Samuel. This is in your Tanakh. He said, if you want somebody of you, they're going to take your check. You're going to work every day, 60 years old, 70 years old, and they're going to get the first dibs off of everything you do. Now, if you don't want this to happen, worship me and me only. But if you want somebody taking your children, if you want somebody over here, what taking your sons and putting them in the war, if you want somebody taking half your check before you get it, then have a king, have a president. Go on there, see how that go for you. He says here, the Most High Yah said, since they want them a king, since they want them a human God instead of me, the creator of the heavens and the earth, since that's what you want, I'm gonna give it to you. But you ask for it, you better love it then. Says here, he says he's gonna take all your harvest. He gonna produce implements of battle. Oh, what is that? What the popo run around with? What the popo run around with? And you driving down the streets and they pull their instruments of battle on you. What it says here? He says, and he will take your daughters to be perfumers and cooks and bakers, and he will confiscate your best fields and your vineyards and your olive trees and present them to his people. Ain't that what they do? They take everything from us and give it to their kids. Their kids got the best health care, go to the best schools, do nothing. They do it for free. And we better not look like we don't like it. Says here, he says, and I will take. He said he will take a tenth of your grain and your wine. What is that? Tenth? What is that? Ain't that a 10% sale tax? Every time we go to the store to buy some eggs, you gotta pay 10% on something that you already done took from me because I'm the one that picked it. I'm the one that picked it and gave it to you. And I'm the one that gave it to you. And that's been after you done took 50% of my check. This is the protocol of having a king. This is the protocol of having a president. They take 10% of your eggs, of your flour, of your syrup, of your cornflakes, of your cornbread. Happening right now. You gonna tell me these scriptures ain't true? He said, this is the protocol of having a human over you, and then instead of having me, you want a human? You want a human? Well, this is what they're gonna do to you. Let's keep reading. Then, not only after that, he going to take a tenth of your grain and your bond, and he's going to give them to his servants. Ain't that, don't they take that stuff and give to the Congress, and the House, and the Senate? Don't they take our stuff and give it to them? You can't even have nothing in your yard without their permission. Let's find out, is that in here too? What does it say in here? He says he will take a tenth of your sheep. Oh, so I want me a sheep. No, you can't have no sheep. In fact, that sheep right there, give it to me. But I raised the sheep. We don't care. Says here, then you will be his what? Slave. So we're walking, talking, volunteer slaves. All of us. All. Every last one of us. And the Most High never intended it to be this way. This is scriptural. I'm reading it to you. Ain't this happening right here, right now, today, across the world? Because everybody wants a president. Everybody wants a king. Everybody wants a prince. Everybody wants all these people over. And I'm going to vote for him because he's going to set me free. That ain't what this scripture says. He said, if you want a king over you, the protocol is you become a slave. And you vote for it. But you ain't read no scripture. That's why I stopped voting. And I pray to get this wicked government away from me, away from my children. And I only want Yah to rule over me. I want only Yah to be my master, Yah to be my king, Yah to be my president. That's why I keep trying to tell you that. And then I tell you to go in here and just go and read the Tanakh. You don't want to do it. Then you want to get on here and argue with me. And then you're on here crying. Oh, they took my job. They fired me. They took my house. They took my children. They took my this. Well, y'all said it was going to happen. Y'all said this is the protocol. But y'all don't want to listen to what y'all said, because I can't listen to what you're saying because you're a woman. And because you're a woman and you're not a man reading this, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like blase, gurgle. You're speaking a language you don't understand. But all I'm speaking is thus says the Most High Yah. That's all I'm speaking. It's thus said the Most High Yah. Well, I want Jesus to be my king. Well, what does Jesus give you? You become a slave. Y'all won't hear with this mess. He literally says right here, right there. If you want a king over you, if you want a man over you, you become a screenshot it, flip it over, read it. Screenshot it, flip it over, read it. You become a what? Slave. It ain't Slav. You don't become Slavic. You become a slave. Let's go to Deuteronomy 17. Deuteronomy 17. Let me get this done because I got other stuff I'm supposed to be going to do. But I ain't doing it because y'all done got on here with this bull crap talking about a man this and a man that. Let's go to Deuteronomy 13, then we'll do 17. Now, what does the Most High Yah say about people who try to teach you to worship men and worship other gods? To worship a man and worship other God. What did he say to do to them people? And you want me to be nice to you, though. I am being nice to you. You know how I'm being nice to you? I'm clocking you in your head. That's how I'm being nice to you. Because I ain't picking up something and knocking you out. Because the Creator, Yah says, I'm supposed to pick up a rock and knock you in your head for saying that. I'm not exaggerating. Let's read it. I ain't exaggerating. He said, if you walk, somebody come up to you and start telling you to go worship anything, anybody, and anything beside me, you're supposed to pick up something and knock their ass out. This is what this book said. Or we do, am I being nice then? I think I'm being nice because I ain't picked nothing up and knocked you out. Then y'all over here with this mess. You better hope. You better hope. Y'all don't show up and show out tomorrow. Because a lot of y'all gonna have y'all head knocked off. A lot of y'all gonna have y'all head knocked off. This is Deuteronomy 13. The entire word that I command you, that you shall observe to do, you shall not add to and shall not subtract from it. If there should stand up in your midst a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, or he will produce you a sign and wonder, and the sign and wonder comes about, of which he spoke to say, and then he turns around and say, now this dude done had a dream that come true. This dude done made wonders. He done walked on water. He done turned water into wine. He done fed the masses with 2 loaves and 3 fishes. He done did all of this. He done did all of this. And it came to pass. And the Most High said, it come to pass. But if he tells you, if he tells you, let us go follow other gods of other people on which he spoke to you. Let us go follow other gods of other people of which he spoke to you. I'm saying it 3 times for the people in the back. If he tells you to go worship other gods, and the Most High considers anything under the earth, anything in the sky, anything on the earth, in the water, if you worship it, it's considered a god. So if you worship a human being, you are making that human a god. Let's read it one more again. Of which he spoke to you, saying, let us follow gods of others that you do not know, and we shall worship them. He says, do not hearken to the words of this prophet. And again, I reiterate, if he splits the Red Sea, if he walked on water, if he turned water into wine, if he sat there and turned 2 loaves, 3 fishes, and a grape into everything and all the things, if they happen right before you, and he tells you to worship anything other than Abba Yah himself, he says, don't you listen to him. He says, don't you listen to this prophet or that dreamer dream, for I am the Most High Yah, your God. And when I send this person to you who can walk on water, when I send this person to you who can turn 2 loaves and 3 fishes into everything, he can turn the water into wine. You know what the Most High Yah, our Elohim, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last, the Aleph and the Tav, the one who knows the beginning to the end is doing? Do you know what the heavens and the earth is doing? He's sending you a test. How do I know? Because I read it right here. It says here, for the Most High Yah, your God, is testing you. What? He sent this dude who can walk on water. He sent this dude who turned the water into wine. He sent This dude who can turn 2 fishes and 3 loaves and all this other stuff and a grape into the everything and the everything. He sent them. He said, I sent them. I sent them to do what? Test you. I sent them to test you. To see what? To test you. To know whether you love me, your God, with all of your heart and with all your soul. He said, I sent them to test you. To see will you choose a man or will you choose me? I ain't finna choose no man. I ain't choosing no man. Ain't no man ever did nothing for me but caused me heartache. Why would I choose a man? Make it make sense. I choose Abba Yah. Because without Abba Yah, I don't breathe. Without Abba Yah, I don't talk. Without Abba Yah, I don't walk. And I'm going to say this one more time. And I'm being literal. I'm not being figurative. I'm being literal. Without Abba Yah, I do not breathe. Without Abba Yah, I do not talk. Without Abba Yah, I do not walk. You know how I'm saying this because it's literal? Because I got a plate right here. And the screws broke in it. I ain't supposed to be able to talk. I got a plate right here. The screws broke. I broke titanium screws, y'all. I ain't supposed to be walking. I ain't supposed to be talking. I ain't supposed to be breathing. You know why I'm walking? You know why I'm talking? You know why I'm breathing? I know it's God. My doctor told me only God is doing this. He said ain't nothing but God doing this because you shouldn't be doing these things. Not with broken hardware. Not with broken hardware. I broke titanium screws. My friend makes fun of me. She said, you a steel breaker. She said, I ain't never heard of this before. It's like they don't even know how I broke them. Because that's Yah showing me he in power. Yah showing me he in power. He's showing me he in control of my life. Not no man. So yes, I know without a shadow of a doubt, without any doubt, that everything that I am today, everything that I am, every breath that I breathe is because of Abba Yah. Every time I move is because of Abba Yah. Every time I stand up and shake a leg and move a leg, it's because of Abba Yah. It ain't because no man. And how dare you try to tell me to go out and teach that it's the way is through a man when I know a man didn't do this. A man did not do it. The Most High made sure to let me know it wasn't no man. Do you know how often I have to go and have x-rays and MRIs because they don't know what's going to happen because this ain't never happened before? I got broken titanium in my body and they don't even know how I did it from the first place and they don't know how I'm still walking. The doctor said it's God. It came out his mouth. It's God that did it. It is God that got you walking and it's God that got you talking. Because I shouldn't be able to do it. And y'all sitting here depending on a man? You're depending on man-made? Y'all created everything in this job. And without him, we ain't nothing. He's the reason I'm talking to you right now. He must want me to talk to y'all, or he wouldn't let me. He want me to shut up, I promise you. It'll stop. But as long as he let me talk, and as long as he let me walk, I'll be walking y'all's way and speaking y'all only. Y'all over here with y'all wicked selves, disrespecting him. He says, do not hearken to the words of this prophet, in this dream or dream. For I am the Most High Yah, your God, and I sent this person, and this person is doing what? He is testing you to know whether you love me. But y'all don't read y'all scriptures. This is Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy 13. He says, whether you love me, your God, me, the Most High Yah, your God, with all of your heart and all of your soul. The Most High Yah, your God, shall you follow, and him shall you fear. His commandments shall you observe, and to his voice shall you hearken. I don't see no dust says the most blah, blah, blah in here. I see dust says the Most High Yah, and that's the voice I'm hearkening to. I hearken to that voice, and I am telling you that I am a watchwoman on the wall, and I am blowing my trumpet, and Ezekiel 33 says, I got to tell you, I have to tell you, I have to tell you, you got to follow Yah, and if you don't follow Yah, you are cursed. He says here, and the Most High Yah shall you fear, his commandments shall you observe, and his voice shall you hearken to. Not no man, not Paul. He says, you shall serve the Most High Yah, and you shall cleave to the Most High Yah. Do you need me to see what cleave? Tell you what cleave means? You needs to know what cleave means? Huh? Let's find out what cleave means. You want to know what cleave means? Let's find out what cleave means. He said, you shall cleave to the Most High Yah, and you shall serve the Most High Yah. I'm a servant of Yah. I'm just a vessel. I ain't nothing more than that. I ain't no prophet, no prophetess. I ain't no spiritualist. I'm just a woman who serves Abba Yah, and Abba Yah told me that if I see you sinning, I have to rebuke you, and I am doing it right now. That's what Ezekiel 33 say. If I catch you sinning, if I see you doing something that I know is a law of Yah, I am required by the law of Yah to say something. And as long as he put a voice in my mouth, I will. Y'all hit y'all bull crap. And I'm not going to be nice to y'all about it no more. Because I'm telling you right now, I am being nice because I knocked your head off. Cleave. Cleave in the Paleo Hebrew. Specifically, the word dabak means adhere, cling to, and stick to tightly. Cleave in the Paleo Hebrew. Dabak, D-A-B-A-Q. That is the Hebrew word which says to adhere, cling, stick to tightly. It implies strong, lifelong union, attached, often used in the context of marriage or relationship. The Most High says, have a personal relationship with me. That's why I keep telling you he wants a personal relationship with you. Hello. I'm almost done. Give me, I got 4 more scriptures. I got 4 scriptures. I'm teaching the class. I will be there as soon as I'm done with this. Yes. Okay, bye. It says, relationship. This is why I keep teaching y'all that the Creator, the Abba Yah, wants a personal relationship with you because he said cleave to him. Where you think I'm getting stuff from? You think I'm just coming off the top of my head? You think it's just coming off the top of my head? Or am I reading this? And when he said cleave to you, then when I go ahead and look at the Hebrew meaning of cleave, it means have a what? Adhere. Cling. Stick tightly. Implies a strong, long, lifelong union, attachment, often used in the context of marriage or in a relationship. So the Most High says, I want a clingy relationship with you. I need you to cling to me. I need you to have a relationship with me. That means he wants a personal relationship with you. He don't want you to have a relationship through me, through a man, through an entity, through a book. He wants a personal relationship. That's why he keeps saying, call on me. Jeremiah 33, and I reiterate this again. Jeremiah 33:3 says what? My name is Yah. Call on me, and I will answer you. Why? Because he wants a personal relationship with you. That's what clinging is. A personal relationship is right here in the scriptures. He created us to be slaves. He created us to be his friends, to kick it with us. What do you think we do on the Sabbath day when we do the feast days? What do y'all think we're doing on those days? You're sitting in the midst of Yah. Y'all sitting, we're sitting around him eating dinner. So we having a dinner party with the Creator. It's not a sacrifice for sins. It's a dinner party. And we offer him some of what he gave us just to show some respect on that day. We bring the best of what we had on that day. That's what the offering is. It's not a sin offering, it's a peace offering to Abba Yah. You're not to your neighbor. The peace offering is to Yah. But if you read this, you would know that. And then what do you do at that peace offering? What do you do? If you read this, you would know that we would sit and we will cook the food over fire. That's why you think we the best barbecuers. Why we think, yeah, why you think? Because we cook it over open fire right over there in front of him. And then we sit down and we eat it with him. We have dinner with Abba Yah. While he sit in the midst and watch us enjoy the food. But you do it, people that told you there were sacrifices for sin, and that's a damn lie. It is not a sacrifice for sin. It's a peace offering with Yah. But you ain't read this book, because if you read it, you would know it. And you burn the blood and you burn the fat because we're not allowed to eat blood, and we're not allowed to eat fat because it has blood in it. Y'all get on my nerves because y'all sitting there and y'all done let these wicked ass Edomite teach y'all this mess. You don't have a sacrifice for sins. It's a peace offering between you and Yah. And then you sit and give him thanks, and you sing songs to him, and you eat dinner. It's a peace offering to let him know that, hey, I'm sovereign with you, y'all. I'm clean with you. You my dog, y'all. You my creator. You my everything, y'all. You my boy, y'all. You gave me this, y'all. Thank you. I'm happy with what you gave me. See, I'm happy. You see why I get excited about, and then when I get it strong, because I know I ain't supposed to be talking to you right now. Do you know what that I know? Do you think about that? Grasp that information. I know I ain't supposed to be able to talk. I know, but I can't. I know without a shadow of a doubt, I ain't supposed to be able to walk, but I can. And I know it's Yah who's doing it. So yeah, I kind of get in my feelings when y'all disrespect him. Y'all messing with the one who got my back. That's who got my back. Y'all messing with the one who got my back. And then I get upset when y'all mess with my people. When they mess with the children of Israel, oh, I be on my knees praying against them people. Once you go against Yah, once you go against the Israelites, you are now my enemy. And I'm praying against you. Your name is on my list. Literally. Not figuratively. I literally write your name down and I pray against you. Does anybody that will go against the Jacobites, against the Israelites, and to go against Yah, you are my enemy. Because the Most High says, those who bless Jacob shall be blessed, and those who curse Jacob shall be cursed. So if you're doing something against one of us, if you're doing something against one of us, I am cursing you because that's what y'all told me to do. Those who bless Jacob, I will bless you. I will baruch your name. I will baruch your life. I will send peace and blessings upon you. But if I find you cursing our people, going up and laying your hands on them spiritually and physically with your mouth, with your anything, you are my enemy. When I see you going up against Yah, you are now my enemy. You don't like what I'm saying? Take it to Yah. He says here, thank you, Yah. Seriously. Now, I told you what the word cleave means. Now, the Most High Yah says cleave, that means he wants a personal relationship with you all. So this bull crap about we got to go through some dude and we got to come to this person and we need to have ICU and ABC and 1, 2, 3 and purple ninja, whatever y'all want to call yourselves with just friends. How are you going to have a personal relationship with other Yah if you were worshiping through these people? You got to have a Kohen. You got to have this person. Daniel didn't have nobody. They didn't have no temple then. And Daniel was on point. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego didn't have none of that stuff. And he was on point. David didn't have it, and he was on point. Solomon had it. Look at Jeremiah, he didn't have that. He couldn't even live in his own land. He was in prison, and he was on point. Why? Because they served Yah only. He says, You shall hearken to the voice of the Most High Yah. You shall serve the Most High Yah, and you shall cleave to the Most High Yah. That means have a personal relationship with Abba Yah. And that prophet and that dreamer of dreams shall be what? Put to death. That prophet and that dreamer of dreams shall be what? Put to death. That prophet and that dreamer of dreams shall be what? Put to death. Why you think Jesus got got put to death. Because he said, what? Worship me. What Paul said? Worship Jesus. What Matthew, Mark, Luke, John say? Worship Jesus. And what happened to him? They got put to death. For he had spoken perverse against the Most High Yah, your God. That's a perversion to speak against y'all. Again, I tell you, Isaiah 52. Y'all blaspheme his name all day, every day. It's a perversion to tell somebody to worship somebody else. Y'all don't want to hear this. You don't want to know this. How I know? Because you would have known. You would have read it. I wouldn't have to tell you. I wouldn't have to tell you. He says, who took you out of the land of Egypt? And who redeemed you from the house of slavery? He's like, I'm the one that took you up out of Egypt, and I'm the one who took you out of slavery, and you need to honor me and not no man. And if you do, you're perverse. He says, and this person who did this, they're doing it to make you stray from the path of which the Most High Yah, your God, has commanded you to go, and you shall destroy that evil person from your midst. Why you think I'm getting on him, going off on y'all? I can't destroy you physically, so I'm destroying you verbally. I'm here with that bull crap lie. It's a lie, and you're perverse. I ain't said it. I said it. And then it says on here, this is for you, Hebrew Israelites. If your brother, Hebrew Israelites, if your mama, if your son, if your daughter, if your wife, if your husband, if your friend, whom you like to be your own family, entice you, secretly saying, let's go worship other gods that you do not know, and that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob did not know, from the gods of other nations, other people that are all around you, and those that are near and far from you. He says, from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, you shall not accede to him. Do not hearken to this person's, and your eye shall not take pity on them. Your eye shall not take pity on your wife, on your daughter, on your son, on your husband, on your friend, on your brother, on your sister. Hebrew Israelites that teach that we need to worship another, a man, a God, a group. I ain't gonna listen to you because of a man, Thus says the Most High Yah. That's why you should listen. Not because I'm a woman, not because I got dark skin, not because I got a bright skinned man, not because I'm tall, not because I'm old, not because I'm young, because I'm teaching thus says Most High Yah. He says, you shall not take pity on this person who tells you to go worship a man or worship other gods or worship with other people. What did he tell you to do? He said, knock their heads off. No, he don't. Yes, it does. Let's find out. He says, you shall not be compassionate nor conceal it. He said, don't you even conceal them. He says, in fact, rather, you shall surely kill them. And he says, you should be the first one to kill them. and the hand of the entire people afterwards. And then it says, and you shall pelt him with stones. I'm supposed to pick a rock up and pelt you with it. I'm supposed to knock your head off. This is scriptural. I'm knocking your head off with words right now. I'm telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you you're wicked. I'm telling you you're perverse. If you're teaching people to worship a man and to worship other gods and worship against God's laws. He says, do pelt them with the stones until they die. Why? Because they sought to make you stray from the Most High Yah, your God. And you telling us we witches? You calling us harlots? You calling us wrong? Telling us we're supposed to listen to a man? He says if your husband or your wife tell you to go out and worship, if they even tell you in secret, he's supposed to be the first one to run to everybody and say, he told me. He told me. I know he's my husband, but he told me to worship somebody else. Let's knock his head off. You're supposed to be the first one to pick up a rock and pelt them. That's what the scriptures say. Go out there and get you a new husband that worship Yah only. Because if you're dead, I can get married again. But y'all don't want this. Because see, you wants to be wicked. Y'all, she's so mean, she's a witch. How am I a witch by saying thus says the Most High Yah? How am I a harlot by telling you I ain't finna stick by no man that does idol worship? I will not. And I sure ain't gonna follow you. I sure ain't gonna recommend you either. But I know that I speak because of y'all. You know, I know that I talk because of y'all. I know that I sing because of y'all. I know I walk because of y'all. I roof because of y'all. I eat because of y'all. And you want me to choose you? You got to be out your mind. Can't be nothing but wicked. To tell me when I know that who I am and what I am is because of Abba Yah, and you telling me to refuse Yah and choose you. You out your mind. Let's go to Deuteronomy 17. We're going to do 14 through 20. It's your second witness. We ain't supposed to be worshiping no man. We ain't supposed to be choosing no man over us. No man. He said wife, husband, daughter, son, children, cousin, mama, daddy, friend, nobody. And y'all say Yahweh and Jesus is our brother. So that means you put your brother above us. And he says nobody. But he ain't kin to me. He might be kin to you. He ain't kin to me. Because he teaching you to worship other gods. Teaching you to drink blood and eat a body. How dare he? Deuteronomy 17. Start at 14. And when you come to the land of the Most High Yah, your God, when you come to the land of the Most High Yah that the Most High Yah gives to you, and possess it, and settle in it, and you will say, I will set a king over myself, like all the nations that are around me. You shall surely set yourself a king whom the Most High Yah, your God, shall choose. Yah chooses who is over us. Yah chooses who is over us, not you. From among your brethren shall set a king. He says, from your brother, you shall not set a king over yourself. From over your brother, you shall not set a king over yourself. You cannot place over yourself a foreign man who is not your brother. Only he shall not have too many horses for himself, so that he will not return people to Egypt in order to increase horses. For the Most High Yah has said to you, you shall no longer return to this road again. Don't go back to Egypt. And you shall not have too many wives. Damn it, y'all. You ain't read this. Cannot have a bunch of wives. Well, blah, 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 he says here, no. I told y'all that over again. You think I'm just saying that to be an asshole? I'm telling you what the law says. You see why Solomon was having all the problems he had? You see why David was having all... Have y'all read this book? Do you see what they was going through having all the women? He says in the scriptures, I read it to you already. Do not have another wife while you have a wife in her lifetime. You can have more than one wife if something happened to your first wife. If you divorce her or she passes away, then you can get a second wife. But you cannot have them at the same time. It says in her lifetime. But y'all ain't read this book. Y'all ain't read this book. Or y'all wouldn't. I just saw some Hebrew Israelite man on Facebook talking about he got 3 wives. I was like, his ass gonna get it. Look at what happened to Saul. Look what happened to David. Having all them wives at the same time. Look what happened with Abraham. Why you think the Most High started that law? Because of Abraham. Because of Jacob. Look what started happening to them. They started fighting. The girls was fighting. The children started fighting with each other. Why do you think that law came about? He says, he literally says in there, don't have the wife with the other wife in the lifetime because they will become enemies. The women will become enemies to each other. It literally says it in here, and y'all ain't reading. They found out with Jacob. They found out with Isaac. They found out with all of them having all these women at the same time fighting. So he said they will become enemies. Have you read the book? You ain't read this. And it says a woman can have more than one husband because if her husband's a piece of shit, she can get rid of him and divorce him. It says it in here. But y'all ain't read that. And then y'all teaching that other book. Stay with him. I know he's beating you and he molesting your kids and he's sleeping with everybody down the street and he don't work and you gotta pay all the bills if you just pray for him. If you just pray for him, that ain't what this says. It says if he's doing all this wicked stuff I just named, you're supposed to get rid of him. And it does, and it said, he also said, and don't you go back to him. Got us sinning all over the place. Sticking behind your wicked, no good, lazy behind. You over here worshiping other gods. Violating all y'all's laws, and then you telling me to stick with you. He says here that if you're doing that, I'm supposed to put you to death. I can clock you in the head with a rock. That's what he said, until you don't breathe no more. But you told me to be nice. I'll be nice because I can clock you in the head. Y'all ain't reading this. Do y'all wonder why we suffering the way we're doing? I just broke down to you about 18 different things that we are doing that are against y'all. And y'all wonder why we living the way we doing? Why we suffering the way we doing? Because he says, if you are not following y'all, if you're not doing y'all, if you're putting men above you, you will be cursing. You wondering why the popo rolling up in the yard shooting the kids for no reason. Then you wonder why all these things are happening to you. You got cancer, you got fits, you got all this stuff happening to you. You got high blood pressure because you got a wicked man in your house. You're stressed out, your hair falling out because your man is no good, worshiping other gods. You got a woman over here doing hoodoo and voodoo. And you wonder why you're stressed and your prostate swollen. Then you got a king over you, and now you can't pay your bills because you got to give him all your money. And you wonder why life hard. Oh, life's so hard, and there's no rule book there. Damn lie. Here's a rule book right here. This is how you live. This is how you live. Women beat the shit up. That's Paul gay ass. Faggot. What do you think he's talking about? All the stuff. Look, actually, have you actually read that book? Have you actually read what they be doing in that book? Have you actually read the original language of the Greek? They talking about having sex acts in the church with different men, with each other. But y'all reading the English version, they giving you the clean version of it. But if you read the real version of the book, you'll find out they up in there doing the do thing at the church. That's why the Most High called them dogs. He literally calls them in this book dogs for having sex in the church. He calls them dogs. I don't know. I ain't read that book. This book that you base your life on, that you gotten your soul on. And they doing sex at the church. With man on man. Man on man. No wonder Paul don't want you women to talk. Because she's like, you over here doing it with this man. Shut up, woman. Pow. Don't tell on me. He got Matthew bent over back there in the back room. That's why Paul hated women. Told women to shut up. She's trying to tell, hey, the dude, they ain't having church. They having something else, but that ain't church. Now let's go to Isaiah 3 and 12. Hey, Bishop. Hey, CJ, are you here? CJ. I don't think he is. Bishop, give me a minute. She almost done. I only got a couple more. Yeah, I only got 3 more. Come on, Bishop. Give me 1 minute. Isaiah 3 and 4. 3 and 12. Isaiah 3 and 12. Let's start at 10. Let's go to Isaiah 3 and 10. Tell each righteous man that it is good, for they shall eat the fruit of their deeds. But woe to the wicked person who does evil, for the recompense of his hands will be dealt to him. My people, their oppressors are mockers, and women dominate them. Oh, my people, your leaders mislead you. They have corrupted the direction of your ways. The Most High Yah stands erect to contend and stands to judge people. The Most High Yah will enter into judgment with the elders and houses. What has become of you that you crush my people and grind the faces of the poor? These are the word of the Most High Yah, our Elohim, the Master of legions. Let's read this again. What does he say? Teach each righteous man that it is good, for they shall eat the fruit of their deeds. Woe to the wicked person who does evil, for the recompense of his hands will be dealt to him. My people, their oppressors are markers, and women dominate them. Why are we dominating y'all right now? Why? Y'all need to read this book, because it says there will be 7 more women who serve Yah than there will be to one man. 7 more. So 7, every one man that serves Yah. There's 7 women who serve Yah. That's how we dominate Yah. Why is it like that? Because y'all prideful, y'all stiff-necked, y'all hard-headed, and y'all idolatrous. You think the Most High don't let you in his kingdom? More of us women are serving Yah only than it is men. And in the end, y'all, and I have confirmation of this. I ain't the only one who had a dream about the future, about New Jerusalem. I had it, and another person had it, and they said the same thing that I said. It's more women in New Jerusalem than there will be men. There will be more women in New Jerusalem. I saw the same thing. This other person saw the same thing. There was more women than men, and the women were in charge. Why? Because the men being wicked right here, he's telling you right here why we're going to end up dominating. And it tells you in another scripture there's 7 more women than men. And the Most High tells you in Jeremiah 31 that he's going to have to do a new thing. Women are the ones who are going to have to get the men to come to Yah. Because y'all out here in idolatry, y'all just proved it to me today. That God's word come true. That's why I let the dude know. Y'all's word goes out and does not come. Boy, he did not understand what I was talking about. That's what I put in there when he was on there going off on me. I said, this is what Yah's word means right here. Yah's word did not come back for it. You prove Yah, that dude proved Yah's word to me, to my face. He proved it. And he did not know what I was talking about. Yah, I said, hallelujah, thank you. Yah's word is thrown out and it did not come back for it. Because I wasn't teaching nothing but thus says the Most High Yah. He came on there with all of this idolatry and bullcrap. Now we are supposed to be the priests that lead the other peoples to Yah. How can you do that if you're hating on each other? If you're hating the women, if you're hating the man because they're light-skinned, because he's short, because he's tall, because he lives somewhere that you don't like. You don't tell God what he put somebody and how he make them look. That is not our decision. Y'all said, I knew you in the womb. So that means y'all knew he was going to be light-skinned when he came light-skinned this. Just like you can't hate somebody because they're dark-skinned this. So you hate them when y'all said, I knew you in the womb. I knew you in the womb. So he knew they were going to be dark-skinned when they came out. So you hating them because they're dark-skinned. You hating them because they're a woman. You hating them because they're a man. If you doing all that, you hate them because they're red-haired. You're hating them because they hate them because of this and because of that. Then you're going against y'all's law because y'all made them. Edom is doomed, y'all. for his seed to be wiped out earth. He told us, do not hate him. Stay away from him, rebuke him, but don't you hate him. Don't you hate him. Now, when I pray against you because you're my enemy, I ain't doing it because I hate you. I'm doing it because you're going against Yah. I'm doing it because you are attacking our people. And I'm going to put a stop to you. Because he said, those who curse Jacob shall be cursed. And those who bless Jacob shall be cursed. Those are the blessed. Those are the words of Abiyah, and I will follow them. So if you are doing right by my people, I will baruch you to Yah and tell him to increase your fold. But if you are going against my people, I'm going to tell him to whoop upon you and your fold. And it says, oh, my people, your leaders mislead you, and they have corrupted direction of your ways. How are y'all misleading our people? Y'all tell them we're supposed to be worshiping a man. That's how. And who's in charge right now? Ain't it all the men in charge? It ain't no women in charge. Especially not in the Hebrew Israelite camps. There ain't no woman in charge. So you think all the men telling you to go worship Christ, who call themselves Hebrew Israelites for Christ, what you think gonna happen to them? And what you gonna think to happen to the women that listen to them? Psalms. I'm gonna skip Psalms. No. Psalms 15 and 16 is important. Psalms 15 and 16 is important. This is Psalms 15 and 16. It's not long. It says, David asked the question, who will sojourn in your tent, Yah? And who will dwell in your holy mountain, Yah? Those are two questions he had asked. How did he describe the people that are going to dwell with Abiyah? This is how he described it. One who walks in perfect innocence, who does what is right and speaks the truth from his heart, who has no slander on his tongue, who has done his fellow no evil, nor cast disgrace upon his close ones, in whose eyes a contemptible person is repulsive. How did I describe a contemptible person? Deuteronomy 13 says a person who is contemptible teaches you to worship other gods of other people and worship humans. Worship anything under the sun, under the moon, under the stars, worship anything on earth, in the water, in heaven, all over. Those are contestable people. He says, you should what? Have contempt. You should have repulsion. You should not want to have nothing to do with people who are contestable, contemptible, wicked people who teach idolatry. These are the people that make it into Yah's tent, into Yah's temple, on Yah's holy mountain. But who honors the people who fear the Most High Yah? Who can swear to his detriment without retracting it? Who lends not his money on interest and takes not a bribe against the innocent? The doers of these things. That's why I'm reading this. Let's go to 16 and see what else we ain't supposed to do. David says, protect me, Elohim, for I have sought refuge in you. Said to me, the Most High Yah, you are my master, and have no claim to your benefit for the sake of the holy ones who are entered in the earth and the mighty. All my desires are fulfilled because of you. Oh, because of Yah. All his desires are fulfilled. So I can talk, I can walk, I can sing, and I can yell at you. Because Yah is fulfilling this. He says, their sorrows will multiply. Those who rush after other gods. So the brother that was on here, who the Hebrew Israelite, that was teaching me that I need to go get a man and worship with a man and go get Yahushua and go get Jesus and all this. What he say? What's going to happen to you? What he say? Going to happen to you. Your sorrows will increase for teaching these things. He says, and you shall not pour libations of blood. You shall not pour libations of blood. What's libations of blood? What do they tell you to do in that other book? Don't they tell you to pour blood? Do this in remembrance of me. Drink this blood. Eat this cracker in my remembrance of me. He says, don't do that. He says, we are not supposed to pour libations of blood. And y'all sit around and do it because Jesus told you to. You wicked. And it says, and you shall not carry their names upon your lips. We ain't supposed to speak the names of other gods on our lips. But y'all praying in another God's name. He told you can't get to Abba Yah. Even though Abba Yah says, cleave to me and have a personal relationship with me in Deuteronomy 13. This dude tells you in this other book that the only way that you can get to Abba Yah is through me. Somebody lying. He says the Most High Yah is my allotted portion in pleasant places. Inheritance is beautiful. Yah is his only God. I only sinned against you, Yah. I didn't sin against nobody. Says, so y'all need to repent. Because you're sinning against Abba Yah. Every time you pray in somebody else's name, or you go and have some dude put above you, you prostrate yourself to him. Daughters of Zion. He says, I will bless the Most High Yah who has advised me. Oh, he advised him. How did David advise him? How was David advised by Abba Yah? Because he did Jeremiah 33:3. He called Yah's name and Yah answered him. Just like he did Moses. Just like he did Noah, Shem. Just like he did our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He answered them personally. Because he wants a cleaving relationship with him. You know, like he says in Deuteronomy 13, I want you to cleave to me and hearken to my voice only. He says, also in the nights, My intellect instructs me. Why? What does it say in Psalms 19? I say it to you all the time. The laws of Yah are flawless. They're restoring and refreshing to the soul. Woo! They're restoring, refreshing soul, and they are flawless. And they make the simple-minded man wise. I say it to you all the time. They make the simple-minded man wise. And y'all counting on a man? He says you are cursed. But Abba Yah makes you intelligent. He brings you to a peaceful place. Everything you have, when Yah is your portion, your only portion, your only king, your only savior, he makes everything beautiful and peaceful. He says, I have set the Most High Yah before me always. He didn't say the Most High Yah and somebody else. He said the Most High Yah only. Said because. Why does David do it? He said because he is at my right hand. And I can speak because the Most High is my everything. He is my first. He is my last. He is my beginning. He is my end. He is my only Savior. I can speak to you today because God's what? My right hand. And because of that, I shall not falter. For this reason, my heart rejoices, and my soul is elated. Oh, my flesh too. And I rest in confidence. Why? Because the Most High will abandon your soul in the grave. He will not abandon your soul in the grave. You will not allow your devoted ones to witness destruction. And the Most High will make known to me the path of life and the fullness of the joys of your presence and the lights that are in the right hand of Yah's eternity. It's right here in Yah's right hand. He will let you know everything. He says, I'm going to say it again, Jeremiah 33:3, my name is Yah. Call on me, and I will answer you, and I will tell you things you didn't know. Things you didn't know. He says it here, same thing. Psalms. Because Yah is your only portion. Yah is your only portion. He will give you intelligence, and he will tell you everything that delights that are in your right hand. Yah's eternity, he will give you all the answers. He will make you intelligent. He will bring you peace, and he will not abandon your soul in the grave. And he will not let you falter. Woo! Oh, praise the Most High Yah. Woo! Let's go to Joshua 24. Woo! Hell nah. You ain't tell me. You ain't gonna tell me. You ain't gonna tell me to stop worshiping. All right, y'all out your mind. Y'all out your mind. Y'all out your mind. If you think I'm gonna stop worshiping the one can give me all of that. Woo! And what Jesus ever do for you? What Jesus ever give you? Not a damn thing. A heartache and some trials and tribulations. He even tell you in that book, I will give you some trials, and I'll give you some tribulations, and I got the keys to hell. Joshua 24. We're going to do 14 and 15. And now, fear the Most High God and serve him with wholeheartedness and truth. Remove the gods of your forefathers. Move the gods of your forefathers. Remove the gods that your forefathers served. Remove the gods that your forefathers served on the other side of the river and in Egypt, and serve the Most High Yah. It says it, and if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Most High Yah, then choose today whom you shall serve. The gods of your forefathers that served across the river in Egypt, or the gods of the Amorites whose land you dwell in. But as for me, in my house, I will serve the Most High Yah only. Woo! Woo! I serve Yah only. Yah only. As for me, in my house, I serve Yah only. Let's say it again for the people in the back.